He said, I never won a race upside down, turned around. So it still was a good day. We won that round, AR, and we went on and we went on to Phoenix and we regrouped and we had a good outing and then we brought it home in Gainesville. So with that being said, we just have an incredible team over there. They got it all back together, including me.
You chomping at the bit, getting ready to get the season started?
Very, very excited, very excited. You see, they gave me enough cable right here. When Langdon was walking on the stage, I was about to lasso him.
One more quick question. What's the weather like in Indy right now?
It's freezing cold. It's freezing cold. And let me tell you something. When I walk outside, I get hard and stiff. I look like a little piece of black charcoal and all that white snow. Trust me. So when I go home to India, I'm like, I'm ready for somebody to light it up. And we came out here to California. We can light the grill up out here. We're ready to get it on, AR.
All right, man. Thanks for taking time out of your schedule to come join us a little bit.
Anytime. Thank you.
Former Top Fuel World Champion Antron Brown. Sitting right next to him is a guy that literally grew up at this racetrack, watching his father race out there in the sportsman ranks. He came in here last year at the Winternationals, the Circle K Winternationals, and left with the trophy. He was more emotional then than I think I've ever seen him before because this place means so much to him. He is the only guy in the history of NHRA that has a Junior Dragster World Championship, a Lucas Oil World Championship, actually 2 of them, and now a Mellow Yellow Championship in Top Fuel. Ladies and gentlemen, he grew up right down the street. Sean Langdon, your Top Fuel champ. How's your golf game?
You had to bring it up.
I did have to bring that up.
Well, I got me a car the other day, and it wasn't from a hole-in-one.
It was driving by outside the course.
And I hit it, the hood. But I paid him for it. So we made it even.
Your drag racing is going a little bit better than your golf game. What an incredible season you had last year.
Yeah, it really was. The 2013 season was definitely a dream season for me, and it was a great season for the whole Allen Hobby team. We started off well winning here, and we were able to carry that on throughout the year and definitely get some key victories, including the U.S. Nationals and the Tracks of Shootout, and ended it here with a win and the championship. So I don't think we could have rode it any better.
Did your dad win this morning? I didn't see.
He did, actually, yeah.
Did?
Yeah.
All right, right on. How cool would it be if you could sneak your way into the winner's circle with him?
That actually would be that would be a dream come true. You know, he to tell an old story, he actually raced Tommy Johnson Jr. I know he doesn't want me to say it, but he raced what was it, 1984? 84 Denver Supergas in the finals.
That was when Tommy was 14.
But yeah, so that would actually be pretty cool. You know, I've been a fan of the sport since I was a kid. So watching, you know, like Brandon Bernstein and Kenny Bernstein being able to do that, it's a pretty neat feeling just to get a win. But when you can do that with the family, that's icing on the cake.
Right on. Thanks for taking time out of your schedule. Defending Circle K Winternationals and Top Fuel World Champion Sean Langdon. That takes us over into the pro stock ranks right over here. I've been getting to know this guy a little bit. We've done 3 press conferences in the last 2 days. Ladies and gentlemen, now 5-time world champion of pro stock, not to mention 1-time sportsman champion, Mr. Jay Coughlin Jr. I know you're ready. I saw you testing in Phoenix the other day. You look like you couldn't wait to strap into that thing and get going.
Yeah, it's you know, 2014 is going to get kicked off just unbelievably for all the fans here. You know, that cool weather, cool track should, you know, really prove to be some great times. Certainly in the pro stock cars, we're looking to, you know, dip into the 640s at probably over 214 miles per hour. So you're going to be treated to some great racing on our front. I'm sure the Top Fuel and Funny cars are going to be lighting up equally as well. But we love coming to Pomona. The fans are just unbelievable, and you know, to have the bookends for the season start here in Pomona and end here in Pomona, there's so much drama, so much excitement, and I can tell you we're excited to get this season kicked off, and we got a lot of great new things in the sport, and I hope you all enjoy them.
You started last season with a final round appearance. Obviously, 1 round better would be nice. 6 times you've been to the final round out here. But I think what's more impressive than your individual record last year is your team. 1-2 finish in the points. All those wins between those 3 Hemi Dodges. You know the target is on your back.
Yeah, without question. You know, the pro stock contingent's going to be unbelievably tough this year. A lot of new teams, a lot of team members moving from team to team, so that cross-pollination is going to make a lot of teams a lot stronger this year. But that's what is rewarding to the fans. They're going to see some great racing. Us, the teams, the drivers, we got to work our tails off to, bring a great race car to the starting line, and the drivers got to do their part, and that's the part I'm looking forward to.
By the way, he's from Ohio, so trust me when I tell you he's enjoying being out here in Southern California right now as well.
Absolutely.
Right next to him, ladies and gentlemen, top fuel driver, former Nostalgia Funny Car World Champion. She has won at every level, and I'm talking from junior cars to nostalgia cars to pro mod cars, and now in top fuel, it's a new look, a new attitude, and a new name, actually, for Mrs. Leah Pritchett.
Thanks, Alan.
How jazzed are you about heading into this season now?
I mean, I thought I was pumped last year for my rookie season, but honestly, with bringing Gum out on board and just new beginnings for our whole team, I couldn't be more excited. And then it's always cool to start the season for me at home, just like it is for Sean and a couple others. It's we start at home, we end at home, but like you said, for us, new beginnings for our team. So you did know me as Leah Pruitt, and not that much getting used to. It's now Leah Pritchett, and you can't miss us on the track. Obviously, Gum Out has come on board. They're back in NHRA. A lot of you guys might remember with Bill Grumpy Jenkins when they were here, but they are making a big move back in NHRA, first by sponsoring our team, Dope Racing, for a very good handful of races, and also having a contingency program for the sportsmen. So you're going to see a lot of Gum Out, and I'm really happy about it. I hope you guys are too, and if you could just show your support for them and give them a round of applause, that would be awesome.
I don't mean this to sound disrespectful, because nobody loves Pro Stock more than I do, and Grumpy Jenkins obviously was an icon in the sport, but Gum Out went from Grumpy Jenkins to Leah Pritchett. I believe that's a nice step in the right direction, unless you're thinking about changing your attitude a little bit.
I'd like to think so. We're spiffing it up over here.
Looking forward to seeing that brand new Gum Out machine out on the racetrack for the first time in actual competition. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
And right next to her, another guy that has won at every level, at the sportsman level, and one of the very few that has won in both Top Fuel and Funny Car, making a return to the cockpit, ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Johnson Jr. So, Tommy, just one little question. What's new?
I was ready to run this race when we were pulling out of the gate at the finals last year. After finding out that I would be on board with the SR this year, and to have Terry Chandler pick me as the driver, and then the announcements that we made this winter with Terry agreeing to put Make-A-Wish on the car and represent such a great charity. I've been ready to go for a long time. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I'm ready to go.
You're going to have to wait a couple more minutes before you get a chance to get out there and do a burnout. But how special, I know, because I've watched you over the years, your interaction, especially with the young fans and stuff, and the Make-A-Wish folks that do so much good. By the way, just for the record, in case there's anybody that has any misconception, Make-A-Wish is not spending money to fund this car. Make-A-Wish is taking care of dreams and hopes for children that don't have a very bright future. All of the financing is coming from Terry Chandler, and it's going to be a terrific program for a lot of kids that really could use a bright spot.
Yeah, I mean, I've loved drag racing all my life growing up out here as a kid, and to have Terry Chandler support our team and want to have our team out here, and then to put such a great organization on the car that we can bring some awareness to Make-A-Wish and do maybe put a few smiles on some faces with children with some some battling some tough times, and bring them out to the events and just make everybody aware of what a great charity and what great things they do for kids and the wishes that they grant them. I'm thrilled, to work all those years. I didn't know if I'd ever get back in the car full time again, and the last 5 years have been a little tough. I've done whatever I could to stay in the sport. I've stayed out here doing all kinds of jobs, but the persistence paid off, and it's what I love to do, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity from Don Schumacher and Terry Chandler and all the folks.
I'm looking forward to seeing that race car on the track. We've got a few more minutes here before the drivers have to get back to work. If anybody in the media has